Okay guys, this is Cruise Roy with the Mavic Pro.
Party mode.
Guys, this is Cruise Roy with the Mavic Pro. This is the Vincent NG 11740 battery. Just one thing, I'm just going to fly a little bit today. No time run or anything, just to kind of it's a nice day. And one of the things I wanted to show you, a lot of people having problems with the when you wrap your battery up, watch the sensors and everything down below, because you'll get all kinds of errors, if you can see that. All right, so let's do a little flying. Compass calibration, everything is fine. I got it on my truck. Let me spin it around here. You can see it take off from my truck. Just checking all my settings. Oh, let me format the SD. Format the SD card. Okay. The thing about these Androids, I can't see the little X to get out of the aircraft status. Give me a second here. Okay. I've lost my status. Fixed flying mode. We're going to stay out of that. Okay, we're ready. Camera's looking at the back of the truck.
Takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. Party mode.
You know what I keep forgetting to check is exposure rates. I'm going to try to stay in the screen here, but I'll be up in the blue sky. See if I can keep it in the camera, but doing high-speed runs to check the battery but I'm staying close. Yeah, let's do a battery check. Well, 4.16 to 4.19, so we have a little bit of a low cell. It's showing 1150 milliamps. So, doing good. We'll check the times later. I gotta find out to someone why I don't have these Google Maps. Google Maps are great out here. I have to get that fixed. Alright, we're gonna go above the trees. Okay, I'm gonna rotate about 135 feet. See if I see any trees in the wrong area. Usually about 135 around here, you're pretty safe. I hear a helicopter. Yeah, a helicopter up there. I'd like to get a camera that I can watch. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but bring it down for a little battery check. just gonna park it there for a second. Check out batteries. All 4.5, 4.3, 1100 milliamps total capacity. Remaining capacity is 9900 or 9300, sorry. I got my low battery at 10% and 15%. Flight time so far is 9 minutes. I'm trying to bomb around. Alright. So I'll probably edit out the parts that I'm just kind of flying around. Get my sunglasses. Doing a full throttle, I'm not getting any errors. I was getting a few errors because I think I had my strap over the sensors a little bit, and when you do that, you do considerably get some errors. I'll have to check the speeds later on the video. I'm using a phone, so my eyes ain't like what they used to be, so I can't see a lot of the numbers. But I'm full throttle, but I'm in GPS mode. Couple more laps, and I'm going to bring it down. Okay, on this high-speed lap, I'm going to bring it back. Check the batteries. Slow it down. I don't know if I'm aiming right at it, but okay, we're going to let it run there for a little bit. Alrighty. Let's look at batteries. It's saying we got 65%. Flight time is 16 minutes. We still got 7,200 about milliamps. This is on its second charge. Sorry, I don't get out much. I've been flying the Inspire more. Back, everything looks good. I got the remote recording, so we'll continue on. It's kind of saying, hold on one second, that I got saying I still got about 30 minutes left, thereabouts. But let me glide some more here. So I'm gonna go back up. Maybe you'll see it spin by every now and then. No issues yet. I'm flying at high speed. See if I can keep it in a big circle that really draws on the motors, because it's constantly wanting to. Oops, out of range, out of range. And because I don't have my little Google Map thing going on here,
Go home.
let's do a go home. I just went behind a couple of sets of trees. Yep, there it comes. Let's cancel it. I don't know if you can see it every now and then, and the camera will be awfully small. I'm up about 156 feet. Doing some really hard turns. I'm kind of holding this thing full throttle no matter what. Tight maneuvers on the turns. Trying to put this battery to a overheat stage, or the motors to overheat. They seem to be okay. Okay, I'm going to bring it back towards us again. Let's do some battery checks. I'm keeping line of sight. Okay, guys, let it sit still for a moment here. Checking battery status, 36%. 36%. I was going to do an overcharge today, but I did not do it. So 1150 on the voltage. We're all 368 to 370, so the balance is coming back together. 3900 milliamps left over. The flight time is 26 minutes right now. Now this is running this thing hard. It's not a hover test. So let's go back and play, see what happens. Battery overheat or overcharge just popped up. We'll have to check that later in the video. But let me play hard again.
Go home.
Doing a go home. Trying to look up. Everything looks okay. What I'm going to try to do right now, I don't have much time left. I'm going to do a straight up boost. I'm going to aim the camera down. That's the exposure. Aim the camera at the ground. We're going to go straight up, see if we get any motor errors in altitude. Ready to rock and roll? 1, 2, 3, go. Getting a battery error. "300 feet. Using up battery. Got to go past 500. I'm not pushing it. Getting the battery error when they're low. Okay, not going to take any chances on an NG battery yet, but I'm going to stop at a little bit over 700. Okay, we're over 700. I'm just going to hit the return home, let it come down on its own.
Landing.
I don't know if I can aim at it. Sunlight. Okay, it's coming down.
Stop landing.
Okay, I hit a stop landing. Okay, altitude test is okay.
Low battery warning.
Now we got a low battery warning. Let's check the batteries. It's going off at 15%. Critical is 10. Flight time with all that Ryan hard. You got 34, 33. Of course, you're gonna have people out there, oh, with my stock Mavic battery, I can do this and that and this. But if I have enough juice in my phone, we're going to try a flight time on a standard battery. I'm going to let this get to 10%. I don't have the smart return home on. The cells are at 360, 362, 362, so when I charged it, the balance wasn't perfect. So like I said, this ain't a hover. You can hover for a long time with this battery. But this was full throttle, going in circles, and we're going to do the same thing with a factory DJI battery in a minute, once this one is done. But we're at 3551 right now. Let's see where it goes at 10%. 36 minutes. A long, boring video, I know it.
Critically low battery.
Now, low battery. So my return to land, my forced land does work. It won't let me shut it off. So I gotta fix that before I do an overcharge. But we're gonna let it land 9%. Oop. Alright guys, let me check the batteries again here. Flight time 3650, so almost 37 minutes being hot on this battery. Let me put some stuff down. Oops. Cutting a little grass there. Let me shut it off. So almost 36 minutes flying hard with this battery, and just like the Inspire battery, people are like, oh, I get more time out of my TB48 or TB47, which what we're going to do right now, is to clean her up. What we're going to do right now is put a standard Mavic battery in here. Sorry if I'm too close. We're going to put a standard Mavic battery. If I'm not in Zoom. Put a standard Mavic Pro 1 battery, and we'll see how long it flies at full throttle while this girl's cooling down. I mean, it really doesn't feel hot anywhere. The battery's not that warm, but this is a Vincent NG 11740 battery. But let's take it off now. I'll move the camera. Keep the camera rolling here. Let me see, you want to put it on that blue towel there. We'll keep this rolling. What we're going to do is get rid of this big battery. My phone's still recording over there. Got grass everywhere. Let that battery cool down. It's unbelievable this don't weigh nothing when you got no battery in it. Alright, let me pick battery number 2. She's at 100%. Just to let you know, we've come along. What did you shut off for? camera shut off. I hope it ain't because I hit the button, but we've come a long way on modern batteries. Like, I'll cut the shell open and then add in these wires to get extra batteries. Gone from that to these super packs that some people are putting together. They have to reprogram the PCM board and all kinds of stuff that don't quite understand. But what we're going to try to do is run a standard DJI battery, and we'll see how that goes at high speed. My phone is still running, so hopefully the video's on that. Put this back over here. I don't know if we ran out of memory or I hit the off button by accident. Cannot take off.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Okay, I think the program is still recording on my phone, and we just flew with a Vincent NG battery. What I want to do is fly with a standard DJI Mavic Pro battery, and it says 100%. So we're going to fly with this and see, flying hard, what I get out of a standard battery. All right, so let's go.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. ADI mode.
I don't know why every now and then the Mavic Pro tends to, because of its firmware, it comes in, jumps into ADI mode real quick when you take off, and then back into GPS. I don't know. But all right, guys, no Vincent NG battery on this thing. It's a standard Mavic Pro battery at 100%. We're going to see what this thing can do running at high speeds. See what we get out of time. It was 37 almost for Vincent's battery on full throttle. So let's do it. I'm trying to put the camera so you can see it, but again, I'm going to go up at about 120, 150 feet. And we're going to do a little drag racing. We're in GPS mode though, not ADI. And we're just going to run it full throttle for a few laps, check the batteries, full laps just like we did with Vincent's battery. I mean, in theory, if you're just going to fly for a distance and then take some photos and stuff, the Vincent battery will last you a long time. That's a lot of travel time. But you better get yourself a nice antenna or change your FCC. So I was getting some overcharge or undercharged battery error when the battery starts to get to a certain level on the Vincent. I mean, it could be that the drone motors are getting warm because it's flying for a lot longer than it was designed to fly for. Like I said, I'm going to crank this for a few laps. We'll come down and check the battery. it comes. Hopefully my phone is recording all of this. I have a big enough SD card in the Android. But you'll only see the edited screen. There's not much to really see on this videotape because it's so high up in the air you really can't see anything, and I don't have anybody to hold the camera right now. One more big lap. Maybe if I got enough video, we'll do a hover on a standard battery. Just got a big bright flash out of the ass end of the Mavic Pro and the lights. I don't know if that was just a reflection, but let's come down, check it out. Okay, so while she's sitting here, standard Mavic battery. Let me check all the battery settings and stuff. How long we've been flying so far. 67%. It's been flying for 633. And the balancing is all okay. We got 1169 on the volts. We got 255 left. Alright, let's go back to flying hard. Like I said, if I got time, I'm going to do just a hover video on a standard battery. I mean, there's enough of those on YouTube anyways. She does seem to climb a lot better when you don't have that big heavy battery on it, though. I will say that. Oh, never take your eye off. I'm gonna do a bring me home for a second.
Go home.
I just lost it. Where did you go? I think I went behind the tip of that pine tree. Oh no, it's right above my head, silly. Well, that's because I'm 300 feet high.
Landing.
No, we're not gonna land.
Stop landing.
I'm gonna come down a little bit. I'm a little too high. Like I said, it goes up a lot faster. A lot faster with this standard battery. All right, 150 feet. Let's race around again. the bright light white, the white light that I seen coming out of the GPS thing was just a reflection. Don't look into the sun. Alright guys, let's check out the batteries again. This is a stock DJI battery. Alright, let's go into check. We got 27% left on this battery. 3.6, 3.6, 3.64. We got 960 left over. We got critical battery alarm 10%. We've been running for 13 minutes at like a full throttle. Alright, so the next thing is do a little boost up. Drop the camera. We're not going to see it with this camera, but let's boost up. Let's see what we get. Put my sunshades on. Here we go. I'm going to bring it to 700 feet like I did the other one, the Vincent NG battery. But I got to watch the battery here. It moves quick when you're starting to go high altitudes. Bring it up to about the same feet. So it moves a lot quicker because it's got a lot less weight on it. Yeah, let's push this one. Up, aircraft, we got yellow errors. Probably have to check that later on. But let's bring it home.
Landing.
We'll bring it into landing mode. We're gonna check the batteries. Hard to see out here. We got some good sun, but coming into landing. She's way up there. Went a little higher than Vincent's battery. I mean, we're at 16%, so we're still good on that. The obstacle avoidance was disabled. I don't know why. Probably because I set the camera straight down. Warning, the remaining battery is only enough to return.
Low battery warning.
Oh, now we got low battery. 15%. Let me just check at 15% here. Flight time is 15 minutes at 15%. 16 minutes we just made. And showing about 5:28, so we got a hawk flying around. So let me stop the landing.
Stopped landing.
Okay, we stopped landing, and let me, we're in low battery. So just like Vincent's battery, we'll give it the hover time here now. We're at 12% already. A stock battery tends to drop real quick. All right. 16, we just hit 17 minutes. 17 minutes, there we go. And this battery's been charged 12 times. And we're at 10%.
Landing.
So she's gonna land. I'm gonna land this in my hands cutting grass. All right, guys. Shut off the big camera. I don't think I'm going to use the big camera anyways, but we'll shut it off. This is, and hopefully the phone's picking up my voice here. But what we got with a stock battery at 100%, we dropped it at 9%, 10.95 on the voltage, 3.6, 3.5, 3.6 on the voltage, and 1721. So what did we have? 37 minutes on Vincent's just cranking out, and 1721 on a Mavic Pro stock battery. So what I can do now is take another stock battery and just do a hover test and see what a stock battery does. Or it doesn't really matter. There's so many of these online. I just like to do real ones. So I think I'm just going to play with the rest of my batteries. So this is Cruise Roy with the Mavic Pro with the Vincent NG 11740 LiPo, or high voltage LiPo for the Mavic Pro, and a stock battery. And I'm just going to go take off, do a little bit more flying before I have to go home. This is Cruise Roy, and I'm out of here.